Hi guys. So I wanted to come on here really quickly, maybe not quickly, I don't know, tell you a little story about how I got a singing bowl and deliver a channeled message, hopefully. So, sorry, I've tried to do this before and my internet keeps giving me problems. So hopefully this time it works fine. Last week was the new moon, and Sarah Petrino has a new moon distance healing class, or a distance healing session that she does, and I'm part of that group of people that get that every month. And so this past month she had an audio message, and I was listening to it on the new moon or the day after the new moon, and I had my notebook in front of me, and very clearly this message came through to get the new singing bowl. So like for a year I've been trying to get a singing bowl to complete my set, and I tried actually last year to buy this bowl, and instead of getting the bowl that I wanted, I got the bowl that I already had, and it actually in fact turned out, it's a long story, but basically I didn't get what I wanted, and so I kind of took that as a sign from the universe that it's not the right time. So I'm listening to this healing that Sarah's doing, and I get like the download or the message in my mind. It was like, get the singing bowl like right now, and it was filled with such a sense of urgency. But I was in the midst of this healing, so I didn't actually like stop what I was doing and get it right away. And the healing ends, and I'm feeling a little floaty, which is normal for me. And I asked Spirit to kind of stop what I'm doing because I'm feeling frazzled and just disoriented, and I was like, all right, I grabbed my gathering, which if you watch my other video, that's my like collect myself oil. Got a drop in my hands, sat down, inhaled, and I asked, okay, what do I need to do first? Like I was feeling so scattered with all the things to do that I wasn't sure even where to begin. And I got, again, the very distinct message, buy the singing bowl right now. And I was like, fine, okay, fine. So I go to the website, I find the bowl. It's a great price, which I wasn't really expecting, I guess. They even had a sampling of what the bowl sounds like, so I knew that I was getting the right bowl. And I bought it, and it was just done. And I was like, well, I don't know what that was about, but I've learned over the years that when you get those messages, when you get this feeling of urgency, like get it done, get it done, get it done right now, just follow that lead. Don't fight it, and follow through. And so that's what I did. So I got my bowl. This is her. It's an 8-inch frosted quartz crystal bowl. All of my other bowls are 10-inch. But what I've learned in the process of sound healing is, even though I'm Virgo, all of my bowls can't have the same size and match all the time. Like the sound is different from smaller bowls to larger bowls, which is, I mean, it makes sense, but it's something that people just don't innately necessarily know. So anyway, I have 10-inch bowls. I have 7 of them, and this is my first 8-inch clear quartz. I actually have an orange one, but we're still getting acquainted and getting to know each other because it doesn't like to play for me, which is another interesting side note. But this is the crown bowl that will sit in the notes in the scale. It will be on top like of the scale. So it'll be the highest note that I have of my now 8 bowls. And I'll be using this bowl for my full moon circle sound healing that I'm doing, my once a month sound healing that I do. And that will be done on Monday. So a week from today is when that's gonna be done. I'm gonna be using my new bowl. I'm gonna play it for you here in a minute so that you can hear what it sounds like. But there was a second piece to this whenever I was thinking about coming on and talking about things. This morning I sat down again with my journal, and if you're new to watching me, because I know I've added a lot of friends recently on Facebook. I'm a writer. I'm a sound healer. Obviously I work with essential oils because I kind of talk about that all the time, but it had taken me a long time to actually say that I'm a writer, and one of the ways that I communicate with spirit is through channeled writing. And sometimes I get away from that. Sometimes I call it journaling. Sometimes it's kind of woven in and out, and I don't know necessarily all the time like what voice is mine and what voice is the other's, but today I sat down and I was like, I feel this kind of message coming through. And I'm not reading what I wrote specifically, but they gave me a very clear image in my mind. And if you want to get to where you want to go, one main lesson that at least I know I'm learning right now is about surrendering and releasing the attachment to the outcome. And what that looks like in our energetic body is these barbs that come out. And as we move through life, when we're attached to the outcome, these barbs are kind of like our way of reaching for and drawing to us what we want, when in fact it's creating a snag as we go through life. So you see what you want over there in the distance and you are moving towards it, but because you are so attached to getting there, you're slowing down your progress to getting there. And when you surrender, you're retracting your barbs so that you are gliding through life and flowing with life in a much more smooth way. And so anyway, that was part of what they wanted to bring through. That, yeah, this image just keeps coming in of like, you're going through life, but you have these almost like cat claws, how they can be retracted and then they can be brought out, but it's almost like of our energetic body, it barbs, and it's kind of this hook or claw type energy that slows you down because you're holding on to the thing as opposed to letting go of the thing and letting it come to you and letting you meet it in a much more fluid capacity. So surrender and know that you are on the path to getting to what it is that you want. And the more that you surrender and go with the flow and retract that energy of I need to get there and I need to get there now and I need to get there within the time frame that I feel like I need to get there. And it just goes back to this bowl. Like, I was so adamant about wanting to add this 8th bowl to my set a year ago that I went online and mind you, I did break a bowl last year. And I was replacing that bowl knowing, you know, that I needed the sacral chakra bowl as part of my set, my 7 chakra set. And I thought, well, while I'm at it, I'll just add the crown chakra bowl that's above the 3rd eye on my scale. So when you're playing the scale of notes, I would get to the top and then the crown chakra note would be below the root. So it would kind of go back down. So anyway, I was like, I'll just go ahead and buy that bowl now. I reached out to the company and I made sure that was the one that I was going to get. I talked to the owner and everything. And the bowl that I got was not the bowl that I asked for. And there was never any like settlement or anything about it. There was never any returning the bowls or anything. I was like, well, I'll just sell my extra bowl. Turns out the damn bowl wasn't even a crown chakra bowl. It was tuned to the root, which in short means they sent me the wrong bowl. It was labeled incorrectly. So not only did I not get the crown chakra bowl that I wanted, I ended up with a root chakra bowl thinking that it was a crown because it wasn't labeled, and it was, anyway. That was a year ago. And this year, I finally get the hit, get the bowl. And because of, I guess, all that I've learned in the last 12 months, it just flowed and it came to me with effortless ease, and I got the bowl and it was labeled and it's beautiful. So I'm going to play the bowl for you now. And if you're listening to this and you're able to, if you're sitting in a chair, kind of take a second to just sink in. Close your eyes, you know, make sure you can hear me, but close your eyes and get comfortable. If you're holding your phone, then, you know, maybe place it down on a surface or just make sure that you can hear me, but be relaxed in your body. If you can put your feet on the ground, and close your eyes and take a few deep breaths and get really centered into your body. So in through your nose and out through your mouth. And with each breath in, you're breathing in light, positive energy, and with each exhale, you release and sink in and relax a little more. So as I play this bowl, continue that breath, setting the intention and knowing that with each inhale you are getting lighter, and with each exhale you are releasing and sinking in deeper. Okay, and I'm gonna play this bowl for you for a few minutes, and you just sit and receive. Okay. Bring your awareness back into your body. Taking a few slow, deep breaths. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Fully coming back into yourself. And whenever you're ready, gently open your eyes. I don't know if you guys noticed, probably not because your eyes were maybe closed, but as soon as I started playing, the bees just swarmed and didn't leave me alone the whole time, and now they're gone. So frequency, it really affects our physical bodies. It affects the area around us, our etheric body or our aura or our energy body, it also affects the world around us in a much, much greater way than we even consciously understand. So once a month, I do a distance healing, and as soon as this pandemic is progressed to a place where we are seeing the decline in numbers and feeling a little safer to venture out and have events, I will be doing these in person once a month and doing them on a regular basis in a group setting. For now, we are doing these digitally in a recorded format. So what I do, and what I will be doing a week from today on the full moon, is I have a setup at Creatures of Whim here in Lexington, and it's in her healing room there that I keep my bowls, and I will go there and I will record a session for you. And when you sign up for the monthly program, it's $15 a month. If you do not want to sign up for the monthly, that's okay. It's $20 for the one time. And then I email you the recording. And with that, you get access to all the prior recordings that I have done as part of the Full Moon Sound Circle. And so you can listen to those. For a mom, I really appreciate this format because it enables me to do this when it works for me and my family. And as a parent or as a working person or just anyone that has a life where they plan things, it makes it easier for you to schedule this sacred time into your day, as opposed to me setting the time and getting everybody collected. Everybody can still receive this energy on their own terms, in their own space, where you feel the most comfortable. So I go to Creatures of Whim, I record this session, I upload it and email the link out to everyone, and then you make this space where you know that you're going to be undisturbed. I do put in the email how long each session lasts. The last couple of months, it's been around 40 minutes. Sometimes it's a little less, sometimes it's a little more, but that way you know how much time to carve out for yourself whenever you're sitting down to listen to the sound healing. And most of the time there's a channeled message that comes through. And it may be less specific to you just because it's a group session and I'm channeling the collective consciousness of the group as opposed to the individual. If you want more of a specific message and you want more specific of a healing, then that's when it would be appropriate to set up a one-on-one with me. And I am still doing one-on-ones at a safe distance at Creatures of Whim with masks and all the protocols. I am offering one-on-ones as a distance session as well if you are staying healthy at home. So you really get the choice to participate in these. The only option I do not have right now are group sessions that are in person, and that's going to come back as soon as we're able to gather in groups that are I would say up to maybe 20 to 25 people. Sometimes my groups aren't that big, but I always like to hold space for whoever needs to come in. So that is all that I believe that I have for you today. When you listen to the sound, you are able to drop in to a more meditative state much more easily. Even if you are not one that traditionally meditates, the sound takes away the mind chatter that typically interrupts traditional meditation until, at least when you're in the beginning stages and you're learning to turn that off. So it's very helpful, at least it is to me and a lot of people that have mentioned it. And the physical benefits, I've seen some pretty miraculous stuff, guys. So I'm not going to pretend to know what exactly happens when physical ailments are relieved in some way. Obviously, I am not a medical doctor. All I know is what I've seen. And when parts of us that are locked, tense, in spasm, constricted, when parts of us are constricted in some way, and then they are able to relax and open and flow, that is when you're able to move forward in your life. So holding on, and this goes back to the message that I was saying earlier, holding on to the outcome of what's going to happen, how's this going to work out, and give me all the answers now. I want it now. Veronica Salk. I think that's how you'd say her name. Veruca Salk, sorry, from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, whatever. I want it now. When you have that type of energy, what you're projecting into the universe is lack. And so what you will see in your efforts to control the outcome is actually loss of control. And when you retract that barb energy or that hook energy, and you go with the flow and you surrender into the not knowing and that being okay, is when you are truly more in control of your circumstances. So I hope this was beneficial. I hope this helped. If you do want to sign up for the monthly sound healing or the single one, you can go to my website. It's amyhudson.co, or you can go to the link in my bio, my Linktree link, and sign up from there. Like I said, it's $15 if you sign up for the recurring monthly program. It's $20 if you just want to do the one time. And we can also set up one-on-ones digitally or in person if that calls to you. So I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.